What's up, guys? Today on How Not to Be a Goomba. Decided to get a little healthy with it today. I got questioned about one of my odd habits of drinking pickle juice at work today, so I figured I'd do a little research on it as well as my honey to get some more specific answers for you guys as to how they're actually healthy and a good thing to include in your diet. Now, the reason I actually drink a lot of pickle juice is a couple different reasons. One, it's a good wake up. The vinegar and the acidity and the salt in it oxidizes well in your body and it will wake you up. It's a good pre and post workout drink. It's actually sworn by a lot of athletes. There's a couple more things, but that's kind of the primary reason I drink it, as well as the fact it's good for digestion. It balances bacteria and flora within the digestive system. So it's just really good for you. Also, from what I can tell, it cleans out my kidneys. One thing, if you do overdo it and you drink too much pickle juice, you can use it kind of as a laxative, kind of not. If you are suffering from constipation, I highly recommend it. If you haven't crapped in 3, 4 days, yeah, drink a couple cups of pickle juice, and I guarantee you will go and void your bowels. 100%, because the acidity as well as the vinegar within it will clean you out. The experience itself will not be pleasurable, but immediately afterwards you are going to just feel way better, way better. Especially if you're having a lot of issues with lack of fiber and you're not having healthy bowel movements and they're coming out very hard, it will act as a stool softener. Regardless, the higher the dose, the higher the acidity, the more it will break it down. But regardless, that would require just some personal testing of your own as to where you need to drink and what would be best for you. Obviously, pickle juice is also a hangover cure for some, and that's because it replenishes the diminished salt within your body as well as allowing your body to absorb water nutrients faster just through its makeup. Now, I could have written down some more significant notes and gotten real sciencey in here, but I didn't think you guys would want to watch that. If you do, please let me know, and I will give a far more scientific breakdown of all the different health things I do. It also prevents cramping and helps to alleviate cramping in your day to day lives. It's high in vitamin C. And yeah, it's just overall pretty good. I kind of covered everything I wanted to cover with pickle juice rather quickly without even looking at my list. Woohoo! Yay! I don't think I missed anything. No. High antioxidants, high in vitamin C. It is considered a PMS remedy as well because it will aid in the salt cravings a lot of women will have, as well as helping with cramping due to its chemical makeup. But the other thing I add into my diet a lot is honey. And honey is a good diet supplement to have, as well as a good workout supplement to have, because it's all natural sugars. Now, it's far better to have raw honey in it. The darker the honey, the better, is the general rule, because the darker the honey, the less refined it is. You Something I learned today is you can actually use it as uh, excuse me, as an allergy medicine. If you say a friend of mine, I'm going to be telling about it or telling tomorrow at work, because he's allergic to the local pollens and local things. The way natural raw honey works, it helps you build an immunity to it. Because with that raw honey, as it's processed, it absorbs those natural pollens and it's made by it. So it's kind of like building antibodies within your body against it, at the same time not creating an allergic reaction to it. I thought it was kind of cool. I think it's something to definitely look into if you have allergies because I don't have allergies. I just have messed up sinuses. There's nothing in particular that bothers me. I just randomly have issues. And I can go months on end without having any issues in any time of the year. Or heck, there was a period where I went a couple years without having a sinus infection. I actually haven't had a sinus infection in probably 6 years. So yay me. But that doesn't have to do with honey. I've actually only started increasing my honey intake a lot recently. Part of part of me actually really trying to improve my diet. Just one of the things I've added because it's a lot of good natural sugars. It's really good for weight management as well because you can use honey to satisfy that sweetness craving instead of getting a lot of glucose and a lot of refined sugars and just things that are not actually good for you. You can get the natural sugars within honey as well as the little bit of protein and vitamins that come with it as well as the other benefits while still satisfying that craving. Me personally, I like to mix it into just hot water, add a little lemon juice. From a little bit of the research I did, adding the lemon juice really helps boost the antioxidants that come with it and just kind of puts them into overdrive and it makes it even better than it already is. So, yay. Let's see here. Obviously, it's a natural energy source, just the simple fact it is sugars, but the way it metabolizes in the body is far better than actual sugars. It's far lower calories and still metabolizes well within the body. Apparently, it helps with sleep too, and that's something I have kind of noticed when I actually drink my honey water every night. I need to go get more honey and start doing that every night again because I do it at work every day, at least one or two glasses I'll have of it, but that's also refined sugar or refined honey, not raw honey. Raw honey is a lot harder to come by or a lot harder to find and a lot more expensive. So, of course, I'm not going to have it at work. Something I also found if you are diabetic, you can add cinnamon to it and it turns into a low glycemic indexed food. So, something very sweet you can add into your diet if you are diabetic, cinnamon and honey, that is not going to affect your insulin levels in a negative way. Obviously, you would have to try things and work with it a little bit and test your blood sugar out little by little and figure out where you need to be at with it because every body is different. Obviously, there's a lot of antioxidants. I've said that before. Um, Counters pollen allergies, weight management. It can be used as a cough syrup as well as a wound healer, actually. Due to its antibacterial properties, it's actually used on some medical dressings and on some bandages. Apparently, you can dress a wound with the bandage coated in honey and leave a bandage for up to 25 days, and the natural antibacterial properties of it will keep the wound from, well, developing bacteria and getting an infection. So, there's a lot of great health benefits to it. But this a lot of them come from raw honey. So a lot of your very pasteurized, very clear, your golden honey is not what you want. The darker the better. Like the honey I have here, it's pretty dark. I'm not sure how close it is to actual natural honey, but it says it's true source certified, so apparently, and the label doesn't appear to be that of a major company as well. So, hooray! Sorry about moving around a lot. Decided to do this on the couch, and I'd give it a shot, but eh. still trying new stuff, still trying to figure out a lot of stuff. But that's what I wanted to talk about today. Just a couple of the weird things I've added into my diet, and I'm gonna be adding more as a regular staple. The pickle juice has been part of my diet on a fairly consistent basis for a long time. However, that's only whenever I work in a restaurant. I still drink my pickle juice and I don't throw my pickle juice away whenever I get pickles, and I'm relatively it's the only food I can talk about and make my mouth salivate, which is weird. But yeah, pickles and honey. Two very odd, very funny things. I actually need to look up and see if there's any mixed benefits between the two, or if they counteract each other in any way, because I do like to have them both in my day, and I do have them both in my day. And frankly, when I do have them both, I feel a lot better. I have a lot more energy, and that's what they actually both do. Because the pickle juice, it's high in vitamin C. The honey is high in natural sugars and antioxidants, and they both promote better health. So even though I can't have necessarily a super healthy diet, it's something I can do to balance and regulate and inspire my body to be healthier, even though I can't necessarily give it all the things it wants to be healthy. It's just something I can add in to boost its productivity and get it there. So that's all I wanted to talk to you guys today, or about today. God, I can't talk. So I'll end it here. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to talk, message me. I love you guys. Peace.